They say the Red Room isn't a place, it's a question. And once it's asked, you can't unhear it. That line stuck with me because I didn't believe it at first. I thought it was one of those online legends, an old creepypasta recycled and dressed up for a new generation of gullible kids. Do you like the Red Room? That was the supposed cursive pop-up window that appeared at random, followed by static whispers and a list of names that ended with yours. Just another internet ghost story, I figured. That was before I saw it for myself. I work in digital security, ironic, I know. My job is to trace malware, report phishing schemes, and clean infected drives for small companies that can't afford full IT departments. One of our regular clients was a local animation studio, a group of college kids who had turned their passion project into a business. Cute logo, eerie art style, tons of horror content. They reached out because something strange had started happening to their workstations. According to the team lead, one of their animators, Lucas, had received a weird browser pop-up while working late. He said it wasn't an ad, no branding, no links. Just a blank red box with text in pixelated black letters. Do you like the Red Room? He'd laughed it off, clicked the X, and gone home. The next morning, he didn't show up for work. They figured he overslept or had car trouble. By noon, police were at their door. They'd found him in his apartment, dead. The official story was suicide, but the cops mentioned something odd. His walls, every inch of them, had been painted dark red. At first, they thought it was paint. It wasn't. I didn't believe in curses, but I've seen how viral code spreads, how something ugly can move like a sickness through a system. So when the team called me in to check for malicious software, I expected a prank, maybe a hack. Nothing supernatural. Their office was in an old industrial building that had been converted into creative spaces, peeling paint, exposed brick, buzzing fluorescent lights. It smelled faintly of stale coffee and overheating computers. I arrived just after sunset, the last orange light slanting through the dusty windows. His computer's still in the back, said Mara, one of the artists. She looked exhausted, eyes rimmed with dark circles. We haven't touched it since. You know, Lucas's desk was small, cluttered with sketches and empty cans of Monster. The monitor was off, but the little standby light pulsed faintly like a heartbeat. I pressed the power button. The fan whirred to life, slow and uneven. For a moment, everything looked normal. Then, as the desktop loaded, a window flickered open. No title bar, no browser icon. Just red. I froze. The color wasn't bright. It was dull, murky, the kind of red that made you think of dried rust or blood left too long in water. Then black text appeared, fading in one letter at a time. Do you like the Red Room? I exhaled. That's clever, I muttered. You guys code this yourselves. No one answered. I glanced over my shoulder. The others had gone pale. Don't click it, Mara whispered. It's probably just a pop-up loop, I said, trying to sound calm. My pulse was already kicking up. Could be a Trojan disguised as a graphic, but before I could close it, the message changed. Mara, her name. She stumbled back, knocking over a chair. Turn it off, she hissed. Turn it off. I hit Ctrl-Alt+Delete, but the task manager didn't respond. The mouse froze, the screen stuttered. Then the red deepened, blooming outward like a spreading stain. Do you like the Red Room, Mara? The speakers crackled. A faint sound emerged, something between a whisper and a child's giggle. The power cut out. Darkness swallowed the room. The only light came from that screen, glowing red. When the breakers came back on 30 seconds later, the pop-up was gone. The system had crashed completely. Mara was crying. I took the hard drive with me that night. It was late, the parking lot empty. I drove home with the drive on the seat beside me, telling myself it was just corrupted code, some freak coincidence. But when I got home and plugged it into my laptop, I found something new. A folder, hidden deep in the system files. Inside were video clips, dozens of them. Each was only a few seconds long, and each showed a face still gray, eyes open. Every one of them had red walls behind them. And at the bottom of the list, the most recent file was named Mara MP4. I didn't open it. The next morning, I went back to the studio. The front door was ajar, the lights still on. No one answered when I called out. Mara's desk was overturned. The others were gone. The only thing on her monitor was a single message in red text on a black background. You looked. I formatted every drive I had that day. Threw away the laptop, got a new number, moved cities. I figured if I cut the cord, it would end there. But last week, I was working late at a new firm when a notification popped up in the corner of my screen. A red window. Black letters typing themselves out one by one. Do you like the red room? My office lights flickered. The air felt thick, metallic. I slammed the laptop shut and yanked the power cord out of the wall. I didn't sleep that night. The next morning, I checked my phone. The wallpaper, normally just a plain blue background, was red. And in the middle, in faint black letters, yes, you do.